Okay, so good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, so how are you?
We're fine.
How are you again?
We're fine.
Is it really true? Ma-fine mo? Memorable. Luya. So since Luya man so let's have a dance first before tapos. Cooperate, everyone. Okay na, energize na ba ang kalan? Okay, so pero ang atong lesson, we are now in Unit 3, Lesson 4, which is Stakeholders in Curriculum Implementation. So in this topic, we will talk about the people or the organizations that help the curriculum to be implemented. So this one, let's find out who are the stakeholders or curriculum stakeholders. So let's have the first one, which is learners are at the core of the curriculum. So who wants to read? Yes, Berlin.
Learners are at the core of the curriculum. The old view that students are mere recipients of the curriculum is now changing. Learners have more dynamic participation from the planning, designing, implementing, and innovating. However, the degree of their involvement is dependent on their maturity.
Okay, thank you so much. So learners are at the core of the curriculum. So I think we all can agree that without the learners, dili pod effective ang atong curriculum or even ang teachers, di ba? Dili nila ma-tell if kana nga curriculum is effective or needed ba siya i-innovate or needed siya i-improve. Kaya kinsa man nilang kandakan without the learners. So ang learners good. And then it was stated there that however the degree of their involvement is dependent on their maturity. The older they are in high school or college, the more they participate. From another angle, whether learners are in the elementary or college level, they can make or break curriculum implementation by their active or non-involvement. So, through sa participation of the learners or wala sila nag-participate, diha na ito na may balaan if ang implementation kay ang curriculum na gi-implement sa teacher or sa school is not effective. Kaya diha, di ba? If ang mga learners kay nag-participate well, kay sila the degree of their involvement is dependent on their maturity. So mag-depend siya kung saan na siya grade, like kung saan siya i-implement sa teacher dari sa room, kaya mag-depend na siya kung saan ka o kung saan level sa mga students niya. So dili dyan na siya maingon nga, elementary ang student nga, college ko niya mga activities. Wala ako nun ninyo, tagaan ka mo situation, kana kuan, ikaw sa ka teacher na yun, imong estudyante kay grade 5. Pero ang imong gipahimo nila is pang grade 10. Kasi mahitabo. Kasi maka-share og idea. So, kana nga situation. Ikaw ang teacher ha. Kung imong mga teacher kay grade 5. I mean, imong mga students, imong mga pupils kay grade 5. Then ang imong mga gipagama niya kay dili related or dili ka level sa ilaha bitang year or grade level. Basta kayo pwede mahitabo. What are the possible outcomes? Yes, siya nga.
Dili sila kasabot.
Okay, dili sila kasabot. Very good. Isa pa, another idea? Post the key. Sakto to. Yes, Rizil?
Dili sila maka-engage sa topic sa lesson.
Okay, very good. Dili sila maka-engage. Na pa? Yeah, yes. Brilliant. Yes, very good. Dili makuha ang attention sa mga pupils. Mora, wala na yung mga. Yes, Joanne?
Maybe wala yung mahitagong activity if wala di ka sa student.
Okay, wala yung mahitagong activity. Kaya dili kasabot ang student. Yes, Nolene?
Maybe they can maybe you cannot relate the topic and also you did not achieve the objectives or goals.
Okay, very good. Yes, napay another one.
Ano, the students di sila interested to learn.
Okay, dili interested mo lang. Karang idea sa yes, alone na.
Ang student kay mag-post ilang ko ka kuan sa naka-absunto nga standard kay kuan sa isa ni kay then possible nga next topic kay matutuan sila ang mga kuan sila og wala na sila gana or wala sila ilang nauna na urot atong lisod na kayo nga dili tong bagay sa ilang ako
Okay. So thank you so much for all your ideas. Yeah, sakto to yung mga di pangingon no, nga dili sila interesado, mapubos sila, or dili nimo ma-meet ang objectives nimo. Sakto to lain. Saka to yung mga di pagtubagan nila sakto to. So it's always dependent or ka-level lang jud ang ato ang ikuan. Atong i-implement instead sa room or sa classroom. Next. Let's move on sa number 2, which is teachers are curricularies. Can you read all together?
Teachers are stakeholders who plan, design, teach, implement, and evaluate the curriculum. No doubt, the most important person in curriculum implementation is the teacher. Teachers' influence upon learners cannot be measured. Better teachers foster better learning.
Okay, very good. So, ako ang i-continue ha. But teachers need to continue with their professional development to contribute to the success of curriculum implementation. Teachers should have full knowledge of the program philosophy, content, and components of curriculum and ways of teaching. So, of course, without the teacher, there is no curriculum. So, curriculum will be useless without teacher because the teachers are the one who will implement the teacher. So they are considered as the curricularies since they're the one who will plan, who will design, who will teach, and implement, evaluate ko. Okay. Pero itong sa miyagi nga topic, di ba? After nila i-implement, kailangan na i-evaluate. And after evaluate, dito na nila makita if effective ba ang curriculum or needed ba siya i-change or needed ba siya i-improve. So, ang teacher dyan kaya nag-play dyan siya important role sa curriculum. So, A teacher designs, enriches, and modifies the curriculum to suit the learner's characteristics. As curriculum developers, teachers are part of textbook committees, teacher selection, school evaluation committee, or textbook and modules writers themselves. So, kana, during sa ato ang time nga nag-pandemic, di ba? The teachers are the one who wrote or who made the modules nga ilang isend para nato for nato activity. So yun ana ka dako nga responsibility or role sa teacher diha sa curriculum kay sila jud tanan. Sila jud ang ang foundation. Murag sila bitaw may naghawid yun. Ilahat yung murag sila may gapasan sa curriculum bitaw. They're the one nga ilang i-implement. Then after implementation, implementation ra. Di sila pa dyan mo plan. Then after sa pag-implement, after sa plan, i-design na po, then i-implement, then after i-implement, i-evaluate pag yun. Then dito na dahil na po dapat i-improve ba or unsa. So, grabe ang ato ang ato mga responsibility as a teacher. So, kasi maka-share, who wants to share their ideas? Kasi I believe that we can learn more if we share our ideas. So,
Next one.
Teachers are curriculars. You want? Oh, she wants.
Okay, since not all the curriculum could be found the content, sir. As a teacher, we are versatile enough and flexible enough to adapt the new. We could, diba? We have a guide already. As a teacher, kung tanong nato kaning guide, dili siya applicable sa mga students. Diba? We serve as a curriculars. Makahuna-huna ta nga. Kung sa strategy nga angay nga makakuha silang attention o makalearn sila. And I think being a teacher also thinks what is good for the students so that they could learn. So that they are called curriculars because they could possibly or generated that I think their own idea to teach the students their ways.
Very good. Thank you so much for that. Sakto to no. So, kanadyo bitaw, as a teacher, you have to be flexible. Dili dyan na makita kung sa ka as teacher. So, kaya dili man dyan, we cannot expect that something will happen the way we wanted to happen. The things happen bitaw. So, there is always dyan ka ng mga challenges or mga obstacles, nga ato mga struggles, nga ato maagian along the way sa pag-teach, and dili po na siya tanan nga applicable since we have the what we call multiple intelligence by Howard Gardner. So, nailahi-lahi nga type of learners, diba? So, dili tanang strategy nato, not all our strategies is applicable for all the students or the pupils inside the classroom. So, they have their own ways and how to cope up or how to learn the topic or the lesson. So, napay gusto mo share? Yes, Nolene?
So teacher are curriculars. So the teacher are considered our curriculars because we all know that teachers are very critical because they are the ones to implement, to plan, to write, to innovate, everything. And
Agree.
that's all.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So, yeah, they will do everything, no, as what Nolan said. So, sakto dyan to, Nolan. Sorry. Yeah, sakto dyan to, Nolan. Sakto yung yun. Teachers will do everything now. With all the conduct, the emotions, Nolan, everything. So, dili pa lang, no, we're still studying, but grabe na dyan kaayo ang work and responsibilities as teachers. So, ready na ba mo? Para ang responsibility ko mo? I hope guys, like we are studying, we are going here sa atong school, we enroll here in Bachelor of Elementary Education because we are aiming to become a teacher. So, are you guys really ready to face and to do this responsibility.
Yes.
Okay, in my case,
Yes.
yeah, anyways, thank you so much for all your ideas, and I hope everyone nakasabot na ba sa kung sa'yo gusto ipahiwati sa itong mga classmates?
Yes.
Any questions about this? None. So, yeah. Post up. So when a curriculum has already been written, the teacher's role is to implement it like a technician. However, teachers are reflective persons. They put their hearts into what they do. They are very mindful that in the center of everything they do is the learner. So as a teacher, we always have to put in our hearts, in our mind, nga ang ating gibuhat is for the learners. Nga they will learn nga mahimong pambitaw sa tao meaningful ba or kanang term anang kuan more bitaw dili bitaw makuan ma-paid off ang kahagos silang parents because they got what they need to get. Yeah, they got what they need to get here to school. So which is kuan ang learnings, di ba? Mao jud na importante ang learnings kung maka-learn ang mga students ang mga pupils. So no na jud nato na nga mura tag technician dito, kita mo yung mahimo sa tanan, kita mo yung mura mold sa student para mahimo a productive nga tao or a tao nga full of wisdom or knowledge. So kita mura silbi mapupok sa tubig nga atong naa sa ato ang utok padulong sa ato ang learners. So next is we have here the roles of the teachers in curriculum implementation. So we will talk now kung sa ka atong mga roles as teachers sa pag-implement sa curriculum. Number 1, please read Dayan.
Guiding, facilitating, and directing the activities of the learners.
Okay, thank you so much. So the first one is guiding, facilitating, and directing the activities of the learners. So mo tong gingon ganina nga as a teacher, we really have to, think, plan everything activities nga atong implement inside the classroom because that is one of our roles as the teacher nga mag-implement sa pag-implement sa curriculum, which is mag-guide, mag-facilitate, and direct the activities. So, pero na siya, kalagitaw, ang facilitate karon kay we are now open, di ba? Outcome-based education, and dili man na siya spoon-feeding dira, but rather ang teacher di-consider lang siya as facilitator nga mo help lang sa learners. Dili kay pareha sa elementary nga hungit kay hungit. Pero kita, we are elementary teachers, so tanan jud, tanan natong buhaton. Pero that doesn't mean nga ato na jud po siya ihatag tanan. But rather, pwede po nato na siya mangitatag strategies nga ang student bitaw, ang scaffolding, kana, nga ang student bitaw may murag maningkamot nga to do the activities and ikaw lang mismo mag-facilitate diha magtudlog kung saan na din, let them do the activity. Yan. The next one, number 2. Yes, Alona.
Number 2, choosing the activities and the methods to be utilized.
Okay, choosing the activities and the methods to be utilized. So of course, connected education sa tanan kay alangan man di ba kato akong situation ganina nga gihatag nga imong activities is pang high school and then imong students or imong pupils kay elementary, so dili siya takdo, so dapat yun na siya the same level yun na siya ug usa nga level nga usa nga level ang mga learners mo po ang level sa activities niya ana na sila, so connected to each other. Then the next one, number 3, I want to hear from this side. Yes, Charlene?
Choosing the materials that are necessary for the activity.
Very good. So choosing the materials that are necessary for the activity. Of course, di ba? Alangan naman nga, mo use ka of materials that is not connected or related to your activity. No na ako doon ninyo nga nag-cabbage relay mo pero ang imong ipabuhat kay kapadagandagan ka sa estudyante. So usa na siya, kita mo. Cabbage relay ba siya?
Visual hand.
Running relay. So, mahimo na siyang running. Pero siya grace, something like that. So, dapat yun na siya nakaplanta na, di ba? So, ating kabalo naman taan na kayo. We are doing our demonstration always. So, kabalo na po tao sa kayo mga materials, activity, ano. So, as teachers, ikaw na lang dyan ay maghimo of ways bitaw on how to improve that activity maybe or how to make that activity more interactive sa mga students. And then sa materials, you put. Kaya naman dyan iba nga mga teachers nga, they really want to use creative or kind of itong mga unique na mga materials and activities. Like for example, they use na kanang the common activity pero ilang mga materials kaya ilang gipang usog bitaw. Pero maura gyapon ang ways activities pero nala sila improve gamay. So, una, roles po na siya as a teacher. So, number 4. Yes. Almira?
Evaluating the whole implementation process.
Okay, so evaluating the whole implementation process. Is an idea. What's an idea of this? Evaluating the whole implementation process. Yes, Alona?
My idea about this is after the teacher is making and implement the lesson, so she evaluate if it is effective ba or not. So he can improve it whether the outcome is
Good.
for the students.
Successful ba? Okay, very good. Thank you so much for that. Napay mo dungan? Yes, Alona. D. The other Alona.
Evaluating the whole implementation process. So kung sa maka-evaluate na is that makita na ito diha kung kuan kanang by sa test or sa mga exam sa mga activities na ipabuhat sa mga estudyante diyan na itong ma-evaluate kung ang effective ba ang ato ang ipang tudlok nila or atong mga strategy nila para
Okay, very good. So, thank you so much for all your ideas. So, sakto to ilang mga ideas got your class. So, as a teacher, we have to be a keen observant. So, we really have to observe what happened inside our classroom, most especially when we had our activities. So, that doesn't mean that the students or the pupils are doing their activities. So, you have also to do your personal matter here. Dili na siya pwede. But rather, we have to it's better magaling nga magbakal-bakal ka to observe if everyone is participating or ganito, effective para maibalaan na ito pag-evaluate dito. Okay, how can you evaluate something without observing? Diba? Dili man. So we cannot evaluate something, dili ta makaingon nga, ay, successful ni kay if mag-cellphone na ta or wala tayo gibuhat as teacher. So dapat it's very important for us to also observe so that we can evaluate the whole implementation process. And this, there na dayon mo insert ang number 5. Now, who wants to read? Yes, Brazil.
Number 5, making a decision whether to continue, modify, or terminate the curriculum.
Okay, so after evaluating the implementation, number 5 na dayon, which is making a decision whether to continue, modify, or terminate the curriculum. Is an idea sa number 5. I want to hear your ideas. Don't be shy, okay? Everyone's opinion is accepted. Yes, Anggana?
Making a decision whether to continue, modify, or terminate the curriculum. So it is the role of a teacher to make a decision whether to continue if the plan he or she made is really successful upon going on her or his discussion in the near future.
Okay, thank you so much. Very good. Sakto to. Napay mo, Ann? Yes, Joanne?
So, di ba sa number 4, we already talked there na implementation. So, after sa implementation, of course, ang teacher nagkarang evaluate siya and then i-look na niya kung whether nga katong outcome ato is kanang good or kuan ba siya need of kanang need siya of improvement. So, with that, if there is kanang makita sa teacher nga medyo shaky siya, so whether mag-decision na siya nga dili ito ipadayon and then another na po nga kanang musot jud sa students.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for sharing all your ideas. So that's sakto to know. Since we are done with the evaluating, so ito na ta magkuha sa results sa ating evaluation. Whether to continue that, or i-modify ba siya, or wala, o na doon siya i-reject, na doon na siya nga curriculum. So meron po siya katong, do you guys remember katong nag-TOS ta sa assessment 1? Diba? We have our TOS, then dito na to nagpa-exam, ato siyang gi-implement sa mga students, and then gi-answer na to, and then ato siyang gi-identify o kinsa kaayo ang unsa or asa sa mga questions ang needed na to i-accept or i-reject or i-revise. So, meron po na siya ginana po sa curriculum. So, there's always a revise maybe, or pero dira alahi lang mga term na siya i-improve, i-innovate, so or ipadayon lang ba ito. So, sabtan na ni diri nga part?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Yes. Now, let's move on to number 3. School leaders are curriculum managers. Who wants to read and share your idea? Yes, Mary Rose.
School leaders are curriculum managers. Principals and school heads to have important roles in curriculum implementation process in schools. They should understand fully the need for change and the implementation process. They should be ready to assist the teachers and the students in the implementation. Yes, dear. The school leaders like principals and school heads, they have the responsibility to, they have the roles to implement the process in schools. They should understand fully what they need to change for the betterment of the curriculum. And they are the one who will assist the teachers and the students for that certain implementation.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Napa, gusto mo share? Yes?
School leaders are curriculum managers. So, as a school leaders, or like shall we say, school principals, they are the one who leads the students, or who leads the teachers to manage all the implementation process in schools. Like for example, as of this moment, the Department of Education in other districts, we are conducting a face-to-face evaluation between the teachers and the students. So, as a school leaders or as principals, they are the one who manage in order to check whether the students have an improvement with their interaction between the teachers and the students. So, kung wala nitabo nila, kung meaning ko say, ang estudyante nga ilang kabasa o hindi kabasa, that's the time I question nila sa teacher, ano nga wala kabasa ng estudyante o naabot na ng stage. So, action nila yung principal, babalik na siya, taas na
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for that. So, sakto to know na ang school principals or school heads will also, that doesn't mean that they are the school heads or they are the principal, mag-include sila. But rather, they also have their own responsibilities in implementing the curriculum. So, they will be the one who will assist. Ang katong gingon niya nilita ganina nga, katong pwede ma-question, katong i-evaluate nila, face-to-face evaluate na. Karon kay writing demo, mangyata sa mga teacher. Ano na sila i-demo teaching, ano na i-evaluate sila sa principal. Oh, diba? So, dito makita nila kung saan dyan ang teacher, ang ability sa teacher, and then, ito, sa katong pagbasa-basa, pwede dyan na siya mag-question na teacher. Anong i-allow ni, pero karon kay marang undead kay no read, no move man yata. Mo ba na ang term no read, no move? Kanang dili sila kabasa, dili pa pabutang sa higher, dili pa kuan pang grade 2 sila, dili sila maka-proceed sa grade 3 if they can't read. So, last March, I think they have their reading month man yata na nila. So, reading assessment. So, nagpapasa ang mga teachers, ang mga students. So, dari, mo na yung role sa school leaders. Convincing the parents on the merits of the new curriculum is the job of the school heads. They should be committed to change and should employ strategies to meet the needs of the teachers and learners like buildings, books, library, and other needed resources. Let us so kana, ditaw. So they will be the one who will ask maybe the teachers o kung saan kayo needed dito improve or needed nila sa room to make the ambience more bitaw in a good environment for learning sa mga bata. So like books or maybe needed ba nila another kanang daghang nga books para mabasa-basa sa mga bata. So yun ana. So bako po ni siya overall ang mga school heads or school leaders kay sila po yung nag-manage sa curriculum. So, it doesn't mean nga ang teacher nag-evaluate man to kasi sila may they are the one who implemented the curriculum. That doesn't mean nga ang mga school leaders po dili nila hibaon o kasi panghitabo ato. Rather, they will be they should understand fully the need for change and implementation process. So, teachers cannot change mango directly o kung saan needed i-change, but rather ila pa magunang idala dito sa head, di ba? Pero ila pa nang ipahibalo sa head, at then ang head na yung mga plano ko sa buhaton para ma-change na siya. So, na may plano mag-principal po so that's one of your responsibility. Okay, any questions about this? Number 3. So let's move on for number 4, which is the parents. Yes, Alona.
Parents are significant school partners. Schools have one way of engaging parents' cooperation through Bigaras Sila. In this event, parents will be able to know the situation in the school. Most often, parents volunteer to the job.
Okay, so who has an idea of number 4? Parents, yes, Ivy, you're raising your hand.
Parents, we are the responsible for the kuanong mo help with us sa mga bitaw program sa eskwelahan and support or sa mga kanunukan nila sa eskwelahan.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Yes, Anoni?
Parents also exercise partner of schools. Let's do better. As parents are the ones that assess their children, especially when it comes to their academic and their career and extracurricular activities. Kasi parents the one mag-monitor sa ilang students whether they have assignments, questions their students how's their day sa school, and everything happens sa school.
Yes, that's right. Thank you so much for all your ideas, Ivy and Alani. So, sakto to no nga, kung parents, diba, I think we all experience that one nga. After sa atong pag-eskwela, after ta nag-eskwela aning nga day, our parents will ask us, gusto ba niyo mag-eskwela? Naka-perfect ba? Ano, di ba? Like, when we were like elementary, they even bought our papers. Kaya mga 100 na to, mga naka-perfect score na paper, they will bought it for like 5 pesos maybe, something like that as rewards. So yun ka-importante ang parents, not just sa part sa ilang anak, but also sa school. Okay, with that, naman po tayo gitawag na feedback good. Then, here bitaw like, pwede man na sila maghatag ng feedback sa ubang tao. Ano ba nag-eskwelahan ka na sa ako ang bata sa akong anak before, naka-learn siya akong anak, and grabe siya ilang mga facilities diha, ilang mga strategies, tinindot kaayo, yun na bitaw. So, you should, or the school needs to collaborate with the parents since they can help na mahatagan or madungag bitaw ang numbers of students as well sa school. And also, not all activities or activities sa school in general kay mo kuan ang parents mo agree. That's why we had our meeting, homework meeting ba diha, mao na magpadala big meeting or mag-positive meeting ang school kay to kuan para maka-hear bitaw pud sila sa ideas or opinions sa parents. Kaya for example, kanang mga naman mga, ano yung call that one? Na may mga activities sa school na needed of money, na involvement sa money ka ng mga amot-amot. So, di ba, sometimes ipatawag man or nagpatawag ang teacher maybe of meeting kay para at least ma-understand bitaw nila. Kay usay man gud ang mga parents kay if ang students lang mo ingon nila about sa amoton, nandiyan na dayo yung mga blah blah blah. Kaya money, of course, dili lalimutan money. So, una nga, ang school needs to collaborate with the students. And aside from that also, para po through that collaboration, they will also know the performance of their child, of their children inside the classroom. So, yan na ito na nga tayo nga pwede na ito istorya sila. Kani mo anak, anak, pakito sa grades. So, yeah, mga siya. So, any question about the parents? Yes.
So, in addition na po sa yung mga so, ang kita mo po as a teacher educator na mapunta sa code of ethics bitaw ang kanang parents of teachers. So, dapat na doon sa good relation in order to fill the deficiencies sa mga bata bitaw para po ma-address nila pa ang bata. Dependent teachers na yun pa, kailangan nila support sa parents.
So sometimes, no, parents can be the good teacher of a child. So, kaya dyan, nagali ubang nga bata nga, they will kuan pa ka ng mas muto pa na sila ubang sa parents nila. Pero nandiyo po yung ubang nga teacher. Kaya, yung to si teacher, pero kaya as parents, so we really have to be connected, at least kay makabalo ta ba nga, kanina part sa kung anak kay needed na ko ni-improve. So, kung na siya sa balay, so pwede na ito nang itagaan o pansin as parents. So, para to, any question? Wala na?
Wala na, sir.
Okay, so let's move on. Happy tata mga man class. So, okay, so here are some observations and how the parents help to shape the curriculum school. Who's really the first one? Yes, Nolene.
The school composed of parents who are positively involved in school activities have better achievement in school with uninvolved parents. Disciplinary problems are minimal and students are highly motivated. When parents take interest in their child's learning, they become closer to the school.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Now, who wants to share their opinions or ideas in this one? I want to see another face and I want to hear another voice. Kay, hindi man na sila na tao diri, di ba? Daghan kayo tao. We are 35 here or 34, 33, 32. Basta, wala na lapas o wala na abot 20. Basta 30 pa. So, gusto ko maka-hear na ito pala. Yes.
Sa paragraph, mas interesado mo learn ang bata kung ngayon nagsuporta sa ilahang parents.
Yes, according to the figure. So, may motivation ng mga bata if they can feel the support. Diba? So, any idea? Yes? Angeline? Yes, you want to share? You are raising your hand. You are raising your hand. Okay. Raising your body. Yeah.
My idea just like sa mga research kung ano parent involvement in terms sa computer extracurricular. So, kung ano, ang hikuan ang parents kung saan sila ba involved sa ilang anak in terms of extracurricular, whether kung ano sila kaning supported ba kayo sila silang mga anak in terms sa ugnay mga school activities.
Yes, that's right. Very good. Yes, Berlin. Thank you so much.
In my opinion, parents are, ang mga parents, they are, dapat kasi silang involved sa mga activities sa school sila, especially sa kanang foundation day, sa kanang family day, because there are children na mas ganahan sila mo eskwela pa, makita nila ilang parents nga attentive sila ha, support sila ha sa ilang pag-eskwela kay naapoy sa other children nga maluya sila kawalingon nga tanaw nila sa ilang mga other classmates then wala sila parents na kauban nila. So it's hard in my part that wala ko nakasulayan ng family day, but for those students na nakasulay, so congratulations.
Thank you so much for sharing. I'm so sorry to hear that.
I feel you.
Yeah, but doesn't mean class nga, ano yung situation bitaw kayo, wala nang katambong ato ang parents. It doesn't mean they don't love us. Maybe they have their own, they have their own things po na dapat nilang buhaton. So, as their child, as their children, so we really have to understand their situation as well because they do everything for us, diba? And we also have our siblings. So maybe like for example, for those students who has kanang baby sisters maybe nga needed paghihapon og assistance sa parents. So of course, who will be the one who will how do you call this? So may magbantay ng bata if wala atong parents or sila jud. So wala jud tayo reason, wala jud tayo choice but to accept the fact. Pero yeah, I know our parents is also doing their best for us to feel their support. So yeah, that's right. That's the whole idea of this part actually. That it's very important. Yes, yeah, as stated sa first sentence, the school composed of parents who are positively involved in school activities have better achievement than school with uninvolved parents. So yes, that's right. So let's move on to the next one. Who wants to read? Yes, Vanessa?
The hope is intended in the environment. In lifelong learning, which will achieve learning skills is transferred at home. Thus, the home becomes the laboratory of learning. Parents see to it that what children learn in school are practiced at home. They follow up lessons, they make available materials for learning, and they give permission for the participation of their children.
Okay, very good. Do you want to share your ideas?
I don't want to share.
You don't want to share your ideas? Yes, very good.
Okay, the home is the extended school environment. So after school days, after maulina mga students, just like or hindi sa mga experience, but someone naka-experience which is na gaan ko na ko kuan kana itong learning. So after schooling, so they directly uli sa balay. And then after everything prepare na sila. So the parents, if ever na wala sila yung trabaho, they are the one na help sa ilahang yes, help sa ilahang mga anak to kanabitaw if ever na pressure ko, pero yeah, kanabitaw they are the one na help to expand the knowledge which the teacher has been imparted. Tama ba, sir? Oh, in answer. So, they are the one na help sa ilang students, dili sa answer sa assignment, but to give more knowledge, more kanang gi-explain pa nila para there are some students kasi nga dili sila kanang makasabot dayon in just reading, and they need someone nga help sila, and that's the parents.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for sharing that one. So, yeah, nasabtan ba ang point ni Grace, di ba?
Yes.
Very understandable because we also experienced that one even with during our elementary days or high school days, or hindi na kayo sa high school, no? Maybe grade 7, pero diha lang tama na yun. Kasi dahil dito pa sa mga parents. But for those elementary students, so I think we all observe sa kanang mga house, sa mga parents nga na ay mga bata, they have their alphabets, they aring poster, ay mga words, English words na ay mga fruits, mga inana. Because that's also the responsibility of the parents, which is to follow up lessons. So, that doesn't mean na kung manag-eskwela ang bata, di harataman, karon nga day. But rather, inig-abot nila sa ilang house, the parents will also give their own lessons. So, kaya natubluan na muna ang mga bata. Pero mag-ang sa parents, dito kayo more on application siya. Kung sa i-apply ang mga na-learn sa bata sa school. So, wala siya. Yeah, that's the role of the teacher. So, any question about this sa kanila? Nasabtan ra?
Yes!
Okay, so community as curriculum resources and learning environment. There is a saying, it takes the whole village to educate the child. So who wants to give their own opinion about that? It takes the whole village to educate the child. Yes, brilliant.
My understanding is saying, it takes the whole village to educate the child. Kaya hindi lang magod sa school maka-learn ang bata. Hindi lang magod sa school maka-learn ang bata. Maka-learn po siya tayo ang environment sa mga marites sa kwan about sa ang tao pang goal ang bata. Hindi lang siya kinahanglan maka-learn sa academics, but she or he also needs to learn sa mga real life na kasabay.
Yes, thank you so much for that grade. Any idea? It takes the whole village to educate the child. I want to see another. Yes, the first one.
About it takes the whole village to educate the children. So it says that the learning is not only in our home but also in our village. As you can say that village is a voluptuous way of learning. Or makalamag.
Voluptuous.
Voluptuous. Voluptuous. So, our village is makalamag kay siya o ideas and learnings. So kung nabilang ka sa village ka, for example, in science learning ang village. So, may mo buka o science learner also. So, village is important.
Thank you so much for sharing that. So, Annie, last one. Let's hear from.
It takes the whole village to educate the child. So, as a future educator, so it is us who will take, who will observe our students because the students are a keen observer, especially when we teach them what we wanted to teach them. So, as a future teacher, so kailangan careful na sa ipagtulong natin sila. You know, they are so judgmental at a young age, so it is part of us as responsibility nga. Kailangan sa itong nato nila dapat in the proper way bitaw para din sila makakuha nila. Ay, kaya ito mga kaya so, it is part of nga, mas productive na itong itulong nila. So, it takes the whole village. It takes the whole village to also the surroundings bitaw nato. So, surroundings nato dapat wala to dapat ang mga companions nila or peer nila or say the company that they wanted to together bitaw dapat na good influence to sila. So it's
Thank you so much for sharing. That's actually correct. All your ideas are correct. So it takes the whole village to educate the child. So it's not about learnings does not just happen inside the school, but rather when we go out from school, we have also the reality to face, right? The real life that we have to face, the real life that we have to overcome or to, ano ito, para, mga challenges nga ito maagian. So, it takes the whole village to educate the child because that doesn't mean that you are the teacher, you have the right always. Only the teacher have the right to educate the children or the child, but rather people in the surroundings have the right to educate someone. So yeah, that's why since we are still student and we are almost or a future educator, so we really don't have to close our doors, to close our ears, but rather we have to open it wholeheartedly for us to learn more. Kay di man ta makaingon nga pagbasa nimo ay nakasabot na ko. That doesn't mean nga diha lang tama ang pagsabot sa usa ka butang. But rather there are also other interpretation maybe na which can help us to become more better, more effective teacher in the future. So we really have to accept other ideas. So yeah, ana. So na-question na ni nga paan? Sayings? Ano luya? Na-question? Wala?
Wala!
Okay, very good. Okay, there it is number 5. Other stakeholders in curriculum implementation and development. Who's to read? I read all together na lang.
Some stakeholders may not have
One more time. 1, 2, 3, go!
Some stakeholders may not have direct influence on the school curriculum. These are agencies and organizations that are involved in the planning, design, implementation, and evaluation of the school curriculum.
Okay, so mag-talk na tayo sa mga other stakeholders. We have here 1.1.
Government
Yeah, we have the government agencies.
Yes,
That's the first one. Of course, DepEd, TESDA, and CHED. Okay, dito na nag-apply ang curriculum, right? Dito na sa DepEd, dito na sa school. So, dito na siya mawala ang DepEd, TESDA, and CHED. Then the next one.
Professional Regulation Commission, PRC, and Civil Service Commission.
Isa.
And local.
More time daw, kaya wala nagduman, Jod.
Professional Regulation Commission or PRC and Civil Service Commission or CSC.
Okay, very good. So the next one is we have PRC and CSC. So as we all know, right? PRC, diha ang LET examination, so connected na siya sa school curriculum. Kaya ang ilang exam, both CSC and PRC are related sa mga lesson po sa school. And then the next one,
Local Government Units
or LGU.
yeah, so LGU, so napot tayo mga programs nga needed po from LGU, nga I needed of collaboration, needed of support sa LGU, so sila po ang mga other stakeholders nga nag-support sa curriculum implementation. So we have here the non-government agencies and professional organization. We have the first one.
Gawad Kalinga or JK.
The second one.
Sayarja Educational Foundation. Metrobang Foundation Development Program supports continuing teachers. Professional organizations like Philippine Association for Teachers and Educators or State Universities and Colleges Teachers Educators Association or something. National Organization of Science Teachers and Educators or Muslim. Mathematics Teachers Association of the Philippines or MCAP and many more.
Yes, so those are the non-government agencies and professional organizations nga nag-support sa curriculum implementation. Now, let's have this. A school curriculum, whether big or small, is influenced by many stakeholders. Each one has a contribution and influence in what should replace, modify, and substitute the current curriculum. Each one has significant mark in specific development and change process of curriculum development. So those are the stakeholders of the curriculum implementation, which really influence this curriculum, and they help, or those are the organization or the people who help the school or the influence, the curriculum, o kung sa himuon or i-replace ba na siya or modify or needed ba siyang improvement. So, any other questions? Okay, did you guys understand our lesson for today? Yes! So, guys, so ang tanda sa itong lesson?
Stakeholders.
Yeah, more like stakeholders sa curriculum. So, any questions? Yeah, I would be happy if you have questions to ask. Pero dapat nakatulong po mga questions nga. Wala dyan nasabtan. Okay, nasabtan na ang stakeholders in curriculum implementation?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes. Sure.
Okay, very good. So I think that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for lending your ears with me.